Hi, so I want to introduce you to the Magic the Gathering Sealed League at Critical Hit Games. Each participant gets one of these sealed boxes with 7 boosters inside it. Each of the boosters are from the 6 most recent standard sets plus foundations. Players will be tasked to build a 40-card deck with it, and after this introduction, Ben is going to do just that and then play a game against me. So you can see, there's the 6 most recent standard sets and foundations. The league doesn't have any seasons or anything, it just goes forever, so whenever a new standard set comes out, it'll push out the oldest. So Wilds of Eldraine pack will get replaced with the Ether Drift pack, for example, and everyone rebuild their deck. Also in the box is instructions on how to build a sealed deck, as well as the match slip. People can play, challenge each other at any time, and you earn signatures as you defeat players. Once you hit these little 5 check marks, you'll earn prizes. And if you get to the end, you just reset the whole card. There's also some instructions on the back. So like I said, there's no seasons or anything, so you build your 40-card deck. The oldest pack will get replaced every few months or so, but you get to keep the rest of yours. Also, once per week, you can rebuy a pack. So like, for example, say your Bloom Burrow is really, really bad. You can trade it in for a new pack of Bloom Burrow and then rebuild your deck and continue challenging players. And that's it. Everything just sort of stays in the box. Play each other anytime. Let's see what Ben builds. And good luck, Ben.
I'm looking at figuring if there's synergy, because when you're playing a sealed format, a lot of times you don't have a lot of options. You got what you have to work with, and so I want to make sure to get as much out of what I put out as possible. And some of them are what we call they're parasitic. Some of the abilities are limited to just one set, and they may not play well, say, with the other sets. So sometimes there are a couple of cards, where they really work well across sets, and that's kind of what I'm looking at. And some of them require a lot of mana, so the thing is, do I have enough to pull up mana? Do I have options to find different types of mana? You have a couple good cards with enter the battlefield effects. A lot of the cards that say blink well, the enters battlefield effects, there's a few in white, but they're each 5 mana. So once again, this is already looking top heavy. So I'm looking back at the lower end card, or the lower mana cost cards, to see, do you have other enter the battlefield effects? Not really. Now so we'd have to look in other colors. Pyroclasm is amazing. 2 damage to each creature for 2. There isn't a lot in blue, not a lot in green. So actually, there's probably a pretty good deck in white and black. There's a lot of decent stuff. There's better mana fixing. I would love to also play red, but if I go 3 colors without mana fixing, and it's probably going to be a mess. Right now, I'm just looking in red, like 2 and 3 mana cost creature cards in particular, because that's really the basis of a lot of decks is low cost creatures early on. There are very few low drops, which again is really concerning. But in black, we're looking at 5 to 6 1 and 2 cost creatures, which is really nice, and almost all of them have enters effects, which couples well with this other effect, some removal. You've got decent low cost cards in white. I'm probably gonna go white black with this one right now, because it's that lack of mana fixing. So I went back and I looked at all the other cards that we're not playing. There's a couple lands. There's one in black that generates black, and then there's a Fountain Port that gives us a lot of options. I think this is really useful. What I realized we have, which I think would be very fun, is this. It's the Ravenous Amulet. And what does it do? For 1 in tap, we sacrifice a creature, we draw a card, put a soul counter on this artifact. Activate only as a sorcery. The great thing is, for 4 in tapping this and sacrificing it, each opponent loses life equal to the number of soul counters on this artifact. I only get to use this once, but I want to sacrifice a lot of my creatures. So I'm really thinking if I want to play it. I don't think it's worth it right now, but it seems really appealing. If that second effect didn't require me to sacrifice it, this will be an auto include, especially in this deck. Now, when we look to build, the first thing that I'm going to do is we're still going to go with 17 lands. I'm looking right now at my mana curve, and at 1 we have 6 cards, at 2 we have 5, at 3 we have 4, and then we have 5 at 4, 4 at 5, and then 1 higher end card. It's a little intense. but I think we can do this. So what we want to do is figure out our color distribution right now. So the easiest way to do that is to sort out our cards based on their color identity. So to find that balance between your cards, there are several things to consider. The first one is, how many of each mana symbol do you have? That'll give you a rough idea of when you might need a certain color. The next thing to do is look at how many of any mana symbol are and what the cost of those cards are. Right? The heavier you are in one color, the more likely you're going to need that many of that land. If you have an early card that has a lot of a mana symbol, then you need to weigh your mana towards that color. Right, so let's take a look here. Right, so in white we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we have 17 in white, and in black we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's roughly even. So it's almost a 1-to-1 ratio. But what changes my consideration are, number one, we have a card at 7 that requires 3 white. That's late game, so it's far less concerning. I've got 2 other cards at 5 with 2 white mana symbols. That's a little bit later in the game, so I'm not too concerned. Everything else in white, anything below that mana cost, anything 4 or below, 5 or below for the most part, only has 1 mana, only has 1 white mana symbol. So that's pretty easy. When we go to black, what we see is we've got a card at 5 that has 2 black mana symbols. Card at 3, our removal, which has 2 black mana symbols. So while we have 17, did I say 14 black? 17, 14, if we go even between both of those, right, what happens is I think we can overcome the fact that I really always want to have 2 black, because anytime I have this in my hand, anytime I have murder, which is destroy target creature, anytime I have it in my hand, I want to be able to play it any given time. So I'd rather lean towards black a little bit here. And also you look, I have 5 1-mana cost cards in black. I really want to play black on my first turn. Out of 17, so we've got 1 land that we play in black, which is a Hidden Necropolis. We can discover 4, use that. Either way, it's a utility card black. That's great. Fountain Port, colorless mana in general, so I'm not going to count it. So out of the 15 remaining lands, I probably go 8 black, 7 white, and probably lean towards black because I really want to be able to play these first. So all I need now are 8 swamps and 7 plains, and we're going to build this thing. My first feeling on it is I may have put too many swamps in it, first of all. And the second one is, because our deck is split roughly between low and high cost cards, I should start realizing, as long as I have several 2 to 3 turns of early play, I either need to cut cards and put more mana in here, or just accept the fact that I'm going to hit my opponent harder when I get to 4 mana, and just be patient. So this deck is going to be a little off like that. So if I do one more, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and I look at it, look at my hand. This is not great, but let's give it a shot, right? If I kept this hand, I have 4 mana. I have a mana. I can play this at 2. I can play removal at 2, and I have something at 5. The reason I'm going to give this a shot is this, because I can play something big on 2 that's going to make the opponent think, right? So we're on the play. I'll play a swamp. That's turn 1. Turn 2, we draw a card. We get a plains. Play a plains, and I'll puke out this thing right here, Overlord, and it's going to have 5 counters on impending. Now we go to turn 3. I draw. It's a land. That enters tapped. I would play that. Oh, this would have gone down to 4.
Yep, that's it. This one.
By 3, let's just say we pass our opponent, they play the attack with a creature, and I blast it for 5. Cool.
Here.
We go to our next turn. This goes 3. Drew a 2 mana cost creature. Fantastic. Let's play another land. And I'll play this one. I could sacrifice it. I could block with it. That's fine, right? Because we've got this. We've got another card coming up at 5. So we go to our next turn. This goes to 2. Draw. Ooh, it's our flash card. Play land. And now I have a ton of options. If I attack with this and it survives, then at the end of my second main phase, it'll get a flying counter, and now it has evasion. That's fantastic. Oh, this would go into 1. In one more turn, my 5/5 comes out on the board, and we get options dumping stuff into the graveyard. With 5 mana to play, I could play something that lets me sacrifice a creature, draw a card. That'd be great. It's a 3/6. It has a lot of toughness. Then finally, I've got the flash card here that we just drew, which means I can play it just about any time. And when it enters, I can either put a 1/1 counter on it for each creature that left the battlefield under my control this turn, which means it's great, especially if this one dies. I could gain 2 life and scry 2. That's also great. Or exile target player's graveyard. In this format, there's a lot of graveyard shenanigans, so that could be a lot of fun. So let's just say we decide to play this one out instead. And whether or not this survives, less important. We're tapped out. On the next one, I drew a 1 card. This thing comes out. It enters. I mill 4 cards.
Oh yeah,
Oh no, I milled my removal. That's what I said. But I can return a non-avatar creature, card, or planeswalker from my graveyard to my hand. I mean, I'd pick up this 7-cost angel and hope my opponent thinks I've got enough land to play it soon. See, so this is flowing pretty well. If I look at the next several, it's not bad. I think I'll keep it. It's going to be a little rough. I think it's going to be a little inconsistent, but I think it's a good shot to go with.
Hey, Ben.
Oh, wait.
Listen, Magic.
6.
I'm gonna roll less than a 6.
I will go first. Good luck, sir.
Good luck, you two.
All right. Oh, my arms are too short for this. The question is, how silly am I? The answer is very silly, and I will keep this.
I'll keep as well against my better judgment.
Swamp,
Yeah.
tap for Fairy Dream Thief. Enter Surveil 1.
Okay.
2, sir.
Draw for turn. Island and play my puzzle door.
Oh, that thing.
I can sacrifice with the top 2 cards. To let my hand on the grave.
All right.
Next turn.
Oh my, what a surprise this is. I'll play Swamp. Overlord of the Bitwork.
Ugh.
Pending 5.
It's not a creature for 5 turns.
That's correct. It's just an enchantment just hanging out there,
To
right?
do an battlefield.
When it enters the battlefield, I will mill 4, and then I may return a non-avatar creature card or planeswalker card from my graveyard to my hand. Very
You
Dream
gotta
Thief.
go 4.
No, it's when it enters.
It is in the battlefield. So it's not like suspend. It's just an enchantment on the battlefield until it becomes a creature.
I'm sorry.
Later.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now, dang.
Right,
I will
you
take
get
this
that.
flanker and I'll put
Okay.
it into my hand. And then I swing at you for,
Ouch. I take 1
to you, sir.
Draw, play mountain. And I will pass my turn. I will do nothing.
Is this untap? Is this
End step, so it's down 4 right now.
Okay, it was at 4 at the end of turn. Okay,
Yeah.
I get backwards then.
Okay. Yeah,
Draw.
it's like suspend, but not anything like suspend.
It's inverse suspend. Planes. A legit fear I have losing teeth. But this is lost teeth, so it's in the past. I'll swing at you for another 1.
Take 1 damage.
And then, as I pass the turn, go to end step. This goes to 3.
So your end step, I'm going to cast. That's mine. To create a treasure token.
Grabby Giant is.
I got treasure, and this guy is on an adventure.
Grabby Giant is just a personnel complaint waiting to happen with.
Let's play an island. Let's play a Frenetic Scapegoat. It's a 1/1 with haste, and he has menace and can't block because he is currently suspected.
Oh, well, it's a very suspicious looking
I will
go.
attack you with my suspicious go. Take
I-
1 damage. I'll pass turn.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I will play this Fountain Court. I'm gonna play Hostile Investigator.
Alright.
Enters, you discard.
Pay 2, pay 1,
Okay.
play 3 steps to head, choosing to counter target spell.
I choose to. I decline to. Darn. All right. Well, that was most unfortunate. I'll swing at you for dose.
I'll take 2 damage.
All right, and then end step to you. No. Hostile Investigator starting the graveyard. How sad.
I'll attack you for 1.
I will take that one.
After combat, I'll play my grabby giant. Likes to grab things.
It's highly inappropriate.
Pass turn.
Does he have reach too?
He does.
That's
4/3 reach, and I can sacrifice my artifacts or lands to draw cards.
play that swamp.
Oh. He's suspect. I'm sorry. I have to pass the suspect up to him, so he's massive. And can't block.
Wow, that's not cool. Ooh, I'm going to regret this. I'm just going to pass, and this goes to 1.
Untap. Draw a card. I will go straight to combat, and I'll attack with both my creatures. He has mass.
Lost teeth blocking that, taking 4 other ones.
4 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 1 red and sacrifice my puzzle board.
Okay.
Look at the top 2 cards. Put 1 in my hand, 1 in the graveyard. I will put this in my hand, this in my graveyard. Then these will both die.
Okay. And you will.
Lose a life, you gain a life.
I can do 1 dash to any target, but I will deal it
Okay.
to you,
Yep.
and I will gain a life, and then I lose. Then I take 3.
Or 4. These are 4, 3.
I take 3 because I'm gaining 1 from this.
I already had.
Oh, okay, yeah, take 4 of this stuff. Yes, thank you.
After combat, let's play a land. And let's play a mocking sprite.
Oh, I see. Making fun of me.
Tester.
I'm going to create a treasure token at the other turn. Untap, keep, draw. This is a swamp. This is a 3D greedy freebooter. I really struggle with that. It's very embarrassing. I'm just going to pass.
Oh, and you get your guy.
It's a duder.
He's a 5/5.
5/5.
Ugh.
It's a 5/5 Avatar horror with this weird assortment of arms. Maybe 2 legs. I don't know. I guess that's why it's a horror, because I can't tell what's going on with its limbs. It's really disturbing.
You have no flyers. Oh, you have that. You have either one. Okay, 2. That's 2. I gotta pay 5 mana. Play Elenia, Divergent Storms. And,
I don't like it.
yeah, the whenever it casts the first instant sorcery or otter, gets copied.
You got it.
As long as I let you draw a card to pay damage.
I would love to draw a card.
I'm gonna pay 1 for Pearl of Wisdom. Usually costs 3 mana, but it costs 1 less because control an otter. It costs 1 less control of monsters.
Wow.
So you draw 2 cards.
No, not cool.
I'm gonna let you draw a card.
Oh,
because
thank you.
This is the first instant sorcery I've played this turn.
Okay.
To copy it.
Not cool.
And now that I have many, many cards in my hand, I will pass my turn.
I'm going to make a second 4/1. I'm going to make a second treasure.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm tapped out right now. I'm tapped for my turn. Okay, draw. The grabby giant still has
Can't block.
can't.
He's suspected. He's got menace and he can't block.
Oh,
Really impacts his ability to reach.
yeah, I know. really. Yeah, let's do it. Let's swing with those
No blocks. I don't have any blocks.
two. Okay.
So that'll happen.
Take 6. Yeah, you're up. Played an Infestation Sage.
Untap.
Yes.
Draw a card. Let's play land.
Okay.
Let's play Beat a Path.
Okay.
2 mana. Up to 2 target creatures can't block this turn. I'll pick these 2.
You could have picked 0, right?
Yeah, good. Up to. This will go on an adventure.
Okay.
I'm not going to let you draw a card. To
Okay,
copy it.
okay. That's. Are you sure you could make these 2 not block either?
True, that could. So, but if I pay any more sorceries, that will be the first sorcery.
Okay.
I'm going to attack with everybody. 4,
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Sure, I'll go to 6. Is it 15? Okay.
After combat, play Free the Fae.
Okay.
Mill 4 cards, put an instant sorcery fairy amongst them from what cards in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't hit any of them. And this goes on an adventure. Pass turn.
Do you have a counter?
Not at the moment.
Okay, so for 7, I'm playing the Herald of Eternal Dawn out. Just flash flying, and I can't lose, and you can't win, and then I will untap.
I'm at 9.
All out?
Okay, good tap.
Yeah, I'll swing with everything.
I'm going to pay 3 for unlucky drop.
Okay.
Put artifact or creature on top or bottom of the library, your choice, and I will copy it and let you draw a card.
Okay, so they draw the
Draw a card.
Draw a
now,
card.
Now the stack has 2 unlucky drops.
Sure. And you're playing these 2.
Yeah, the first is the angel. You have to decide the angel first, and then
Okay.
decide what you do with the Amonkhet.
Actually, I will put this one on the bottom. Yeah.
And no blocks.
So you take
3?
yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I will. Second main phase. Man's a turn. I would say it's your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tap the cards. Draw for turn. Let's play land.
Okay.
We'll go straight to combat.
Okay.
And then we'll attack everybody.
I'll flash this in. And I will gain 2 life and scry 2.
Okay.
Ooh!
Ooh, wonder what that is. I messed up. I made a mistake.
1 top, 1 bottom.
I should have read my cards.
And then,
No, this says menace, this is flying.
Block. -1, -1, +1, +1.
Okay.
So that is these 2. I take 4. I'm sorry, that was Skullduggery. Until end of turn, target creature I control gets +1/+1. Target creature opponent controls get -1/-1.
After combat, I'm going to play Tempest Angler.
Okay.
2/2 that gets bigger when I play non-creature stuff. And I'm also going to play my Picklock Pranks.
Okay.
And I'll pass turn.
All right. Draw. I'm going to play that in first and nuke your. Wow, I hate this. I'm going to kill your Grabby Giant. That's actually a big.
I'm going to pay 3 to sacrifice a land and draw.
Okay.
I grab a giant.
I am then just. I think I'm just going to pass the turn.
Okay.
After that. Yeah.
Tap. You roll. That's pretty good. I'm going to pay Bay Blue Trip.
Tap.
I'm going to tap target creature from controls and make 2 1/1 flyers. I will let you draw a card, and I'm going to tap 2 creatures and make 4 1/1 flyers.
I think you got it. If you tap any...
Tap those 2.
Yeah.
And then I'll also play my 4/4 haste from adventure.
Oh, yeah, you got it. You got it.
And then attack everybody.
Yay!
Whoa, what is this black magic?
So wait, who won first?
I
Who
got
did?
it.
You got it.
Otters.
How do you feel?
Otterful.
How do you feel?
Could you have him define Otterful? I don't understand.
What does otterful mean?
I don't know.
Very otterly?
My otter feel good about winning.
I feel worse for having been subjected to that pun.
You asked for it, Ben.
I actually literally did. It's embarrassing. It's true. No, I don't feel too bad. I made a really dumb decision. I should have left the angel on the bottom to begin with.
Yeah, when you didn't have any white mana for it, I was like,
I forgot,
you put it
yeah.
on top, or you put it on top. But I also should have played Haste Guy turn earlier with a 0.
True. Yeah. So I think we're good. I will be on the play. I mean, I guess I'll keep this.
Yeah, it's good. Let's play some Magic.
Planes.
Draw. Play a Mountain. Play a Frantic Scapegoat who is suspected as attacking you for 1.
19.
Go ahead.
This is a swamp, and this is an acrobatic cheerleader. Woohoo! Can't do anything this turn. Go ahead. Sure.
Play Island. I'll attack you for 1. That's...
Oh, I can't walk. 18.
I'll pass turn.
Swamp. Swing at you for a dose. The beginning of second main phase, so it's now flying.
Yeah.
This is going to be a greedy freebooter,
Okay.
and it's going to be your other friend for 2. Overlord
Ooh.
5. No, 4. Lost Teeth. Swamp. Spring-load Subways. No!
Lost Teeth it is.
Recovered
You
Teeth.
found your lost teeth.
End step 4.
Also, end step, I'm gonna cast That's Mine with my Grabby Giant and make a treasure token.
As you will, sir.
This is now Wanted Adventure. Play land.
Oh, I can't block.
I will attack you for 1 minute.
No.
And I will play a Geyser Drake. It's a 2/3 flyer. As long as it's not my turn, spells cost 1 less. My spells cost 1 less to cast.
Okay.
And I will pass turn.
2/3, huh? It's most
2/3
unfortunate. That is most unfortunate. Fear of recovered teeth. That's not a fear. I'm just gonna pass as I go to my end step.
Okay, great. Yeah. Untap. Draw. Let's play a land. We're gonna play our Grabby Giant.
Okay. Did you have to move the?
Oh, it's a May actually. It is you may do it.
Okay.
I did not do it, so let's put it on my Grabby Giant.
Okay.
And then let's also play a Puzzle Door.
Okay.
Combat. I don't think I have any combat, so we get a pass turn.
If I blink this thing, then all the counters fall off of it, right? Oh,
Yeah, they do.
think about that. Man, Fountain Port, such a good card. I got nothing. I guess it's your turn.
Nothing.
Bring this down to 2.
Okay. That's cool. I'll untap. Draw a turn. Play now. I will attack with my big Grabby Giant. 4/3 mess.
I'll double block with those 2.
Okay.
On the stack, I will also create a treasure token. Yeah. So when these things die, I'm gonna do 1 damage to your Frantic Scapegoat.
I go.
and I will gain a life, and then I will. And then this one is when it dies, scry one and create a treasure token. So now I have a second treasure token, and then I'm scrying one. I'm sorry, was it scrying or crying?
Scrying.
Alright, I'm gonna put it at the bottom.
After combat, I'm going to use my door.
Okay.
Go to top 2. I'm going to put this in my graveyard. This is my hand.
Okay.
I'm going to pass turn.
For white. Head of the homestead. Ooh. Do you have any buttons? I didn't know this was going to be a quiz. This is a bunny.
Your application to the Art Institute. Nice rabbit.
That's one bunny. And this second one is
So
So is the shades.
this one is it's a babbit apparently.
It's a babbit.
There's an erase room.
No, it's fine. I'm not gonna do anything, and then I'm gonna pass, and it comes all the way back down. This goes to 1.
Okay. At your end step, I am going to play Hypothesis. Cost 1 less because I have this dude play.
Okay.
Draw 2 cards. Then I may discard a non-land card, and if I do, I do 4 damage to target creature. So I will draw those 2 cards. I will then discard this Might of the Meek and deal 4 damage to this guy. Untap. Draw. Land. Let's go to combat.
Sure.
We'll tackle everybody.
I'll take 6.
Okay. Pay 3 and draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Pass turn.
All right. Interesting. All right. First things first, I'm going to play a Deep Cavern Bats, which when it enters, look at target opponent's hand. I may exile a non-land card
I'm
from it.
gonna actually so 3 steps ahead, I'm gonna pay the extra to counter target spells from countering it, and debating if I want to pay 2 also to draw 2 cards and then discard a card. I think I do. Use my treasure to do also draw 2 discard.
Cool.
We'll discard this Enter the Enigma.
You know what's also cool? I'm going to return Triumphant, return target creature with mana value 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Do it anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it the young hero roll, and yeah.
Okay. Some sprites, an otter, unable to scream, goblin surprise.
Oh my gosh.
What would you like to discard?
No, it's actually it's
Or
excellent.
would you like to,
Yeah.
imprison?
The thing is, I actually think I want to take your
Crowdstopper's good.
yeah. 2. Exactly that. To pick up head of the household. Fellow horseman, be on an adventure over here and step. Your turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw a card. Let's play unable to scream on this. Can't. So now a 0/2 and no abilities.
Okay.
Let's go to combat.
Okay.
Attack both my creatures.
The 2 bunnies heroically sacrifice themselves in front of the grabby giant.
Okay.
And I take 2.
So, yeah. And then after combat, play Sprite.
Okay. It's 2/1, correct?
Yes. Pass turn.
It's just a 0/2, right?
It is 0/2. It is an artifact creature. And it has no abilities.
That is just unfortunate. I'm just gonna. I am gonna pass.
Okay. Untap your cards. Draw for turn. It's weird. Did not know that was in these decks. Okay. Let's start. I think just going to. Yeah, let's use this first. Okay. I'm gonna pay 4 for suspicious detonation.
Okay.
Can be countered and deals 4 damage to target creature.
Okay.
We're gonna kill this. We're then gonna combat. Murder. Murder. I will use my Grabby Giant's ability to sacrifice a land and draw a card.
Okay.
Grab a giant. And then I'll go to combat and attack you for 2.
Take 2.
I'll play a land for turn. And I'll pass my turn.
Cards in hand.
2 Magic the Gathering cards in my hand.
All right. Let's just have fun with this.
Okay.
I'll cast another round. I'm going to exile any number of creatures I control, return to the battlefield under owner's control, then repeat it X more times. X was 1.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm not blinking the bat.
Exile any number of creatures you control and return to the battlefield under their owner's control. Then repeat. So you're gonna blink that.
I'm going to blink that mill 4.
Mill 4, get a guy, and it's gonna blink it again, and then mill 4 from there.
Yes, but so it does. So I'm
Yeah, 1,
2, 3, 4,
pick a creature.
5, 6, 7,
8.
8.
So-
Because it says from my graveyard, so
Oh,
it literally
no,
does
no,
not
no.
matter.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. Okay.
So I'm gonna pick a Shepherd of the Clouds.
And then another thing.
Yeah, probably that.
Okay.
Flanker.
Good score.
After that, After that, it is your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Untap other cards. Draw. I'm gonna pay 3 for my Tempest Angler.
Yep.
2/2 Otter. When I play 9 creature spell, I get plus counter. And I want my fairy back. So I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna attack both of these.
We'll take 4.
4 damage.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play Balance of Runs. Give all my creatures +2/+0.
You got it. Yeah.
Good game, man.
Ooh. Yeah, got hung up on mana a little bit there.
Any words?
No,
Otter.
Otter. How's the deck been?
it's still fine. Honestly, I just need one more mana.
I played it before. It's a perfectly fine deck.
Yeah. Which I'm happy with because I honestly, it felt really weak when I was making it, but I'm actually pretty happy with it. I think it's just, it does require, I think, about 6 mana to flow pretty well, and that's going to challenge.
Putting on the able screen and the Overlord just really set you back.
Well, only a little bit. And actually, what set me back was you killing the, forcing me to pick back up without the mana balance was a bit of an issue because I was going to blink this twice.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, and I didn't have the right mana balance, but the thing is, sometimes I'm all points. I'm not sure it's bad.
Yeah,
I just
when I
think
played the detonation, I was debating what to hit. Like,
that was
I think you're gonna blink that.
Yes.
I'm just scared of it now.
yes, that was definitely my thing. Yeah. So if you like it, then I'm happy with it. I think it's working out.
Okay, man.
Cool. Likewise.